So what's the problem with the breast? The problem, if you want to think of it, is the hormonal environment of the breast. It's changing over time. So if you can dial it back, and I always tell people you want to be closer to 20 than 80. Unfortunately, now I'm closer to 80 than I am 20. So when you're doing fat transfers, it's much easier when you're younger or when we try to make your body younger, like Brian Johnson's trying to do all the time to himself, right? So he's trying to walk it back. And when you walk it back, meaning you're getting your hormones in balance, your thyroid function, your sex hormones, your gut health, your qualities, if you will, of air and fluid that you put in your body. Because if you just think of your body like you used to think of your race car, it's a performance device.
100%.
And if you don't really monitor what you put in,
Yep.
you should have no expectation of what you get out of it.
Yeah. And I'll just like with a race car, when something's weak, when something weakens, another thing breaks. Like it's a chain reaction. It's not always directly the one thing. It's all quite systemic.
So fat transfers work. It's the oldest filler. It's a natural filler. Of course it works. It's their own genetic material. Of course it works. So given these parameters, that's how I explain it to my patients. And I'm not someone saying, it's a flip of a coin. Well, who the hell wants to do that? That's just ridiculous. So it's easy, for someone who doesn't have the experience doing fat transfers to say an implant is always going to be better. Well, the risk profile of the implant is tenfold worse than a fat transfer.
So it's essentially like a bacterial sort of, like just same thing with anytime you open someone up, or, you can get an infection. But outside of that, transferring your own fat from one place to another, the quality of the fat's the same.